Right, hello everybody. Just going to show you a problem with Windows 10. A relative's computer would not boot up a couple of days ago. Today I've gone to help them fix it. Today is the 21st of March 2024. I'm saying that because there's a lot of videos on YouTube which show how to fix Windows 10 won't boot, but they do not match what we see on basically my father's computer. It's a different series of options that we've been given, so I can only assume Windows 10 has recently updated, and you may have noticed, you see that little colourful logo down the corner of your computer now. That is Copilot. That's Microsoft's artificial intelligence. So maybe it's a recent Windows update that's caused it to screw up. Anyway, if your computer won't boot and you end up with a screen like this saying automatic repair, you've got two options, restart or advanced options. We've done the restart option, that doesn't fix it. We've also gone through the advanced options. That also was absolutely useless, that got us nowhere, but I'm just going to show you. So next picture I took, and I've made some notes, so I'm going to read through my notes. So if you click on the advanced option, you next see this which says you've got the options of continue, troubleshoot, or turn off your PC. Well, turning off your PC is obviously not going to fix it. I mean, this is just how stupid Microsoft is. You've got a problem with your computer and their solution is to turn your computer off. Well, that's really going to help, isn't it? Anyway, the first option I chose was click continue to exit. I presume that means to exit this screen and continue to Windows 10, as if it's going to work. We've already know we've got a problem, and Microsoft's solution is to exit this screen and continue to Windows 10. How does that make any sense? Please explain that to me. It doesn't. Anyway, for now, what we did was we clicked on continue just to see what happens. And then, oh, you can't even make out what that says. I think that says something like preparing automatic repair. I can't make it. Let's see if I took another photo. Yes, I did. There you go. That's a better picture. Preparing automatic repair, and you get those little dots going around the circle to show you that something is actually going on. The screen isn't actually frozen. So they tried to do an automatic repair on your computer. That doesn't work. Okay. And I've written down, we next click continue, exit and continue to Windows 10. It says preparing automatic repair, and then you go back to the automatic repair screen. And then if you go to that advanced option tab again and then click on troubleshoot, you get to troubleshoot, which is this screen here. Troubleshoot, which then gives you these options. Reset the PC. If you do that option, it says it lets you choose to keep or remove your personal files and then reinstall Windows. Now, that is a brilliant option. If they can save your own files that are on your C drive where you've got Windows from being destroyed, brilliant. But when you reinstall Windows, you're going to lose all your apps, all your software that you've installed it. So let's say you've got a computer printer and a computer scanner. All that software is going to be gone. You're going to have to reinstall all of that. If you use Chrome browser or Firefox browser, you're going to have to reinstall that. Adobe PDF reader, you're going to have to, so you get the idea. All the software you've installed to your computer is going to be gone, but your own personal files, things like your own photos, your own videos, PDF files, whatever else you've got, that's going to be saved. Other option, Microsoft Diagnostics and Recovery Tool. Well, we tried that. That was useless. And advanced options just gets you back to what I've already shown you before, which is useless. So that was that screen. Let's have a look. What's next? What do we do next? So next we clicked the Microsoft Diagnostic, and then you see continue, exit and continue to Windows 10, troubleshoot, or this turn off your PC option. The next thing we did was we clicked on troubleshoot to try that option. Okay, I think I might have just taken the same picture twice for some reason. Let's get to the next screen. And we went round in circles. Basically, you click on these options, you get nowhere whatsoever. You end up realising you're going to have to do this reset the PC option. Okay, so it says choose an option. Now, obviously, you've got two options. Keep your files, which is going to remove your apps, as I explained. All your other software is going to be gone in settings, but it keeps your personal files. Or if you want to, if you really want to completely nuke your C drive and not only destroy Windows and all your software, but every other file on it, you can go for that option. Don't do that if you've got any files you want to save. So what we chose was the keep my files option. Make sure you understand that. Okay. So it's the same picture. Let's go to the next one. And once you've selected that reset my PC, they then ask you to choose an account to continue. You should see your username. I've used a bit of paper to block out the rest of the username, but you know, it starts with Dave. So make sure that that's the right username that you're going to basically destroy on your computer in a way. Okay, let's get rid of that. Go to the next screen. And then if you've selected your correct username, then it's going to say, hi, your username. I've used a pen to block that out. And then you have to enter the password. This is the password you use to log into your computer if you've set it up to have a password. Okay. So enter your password at that stage. And then you'll see this screen. It'll say, reset this PC, and it'll say, getting things ready. Okay. And then at this point, you'll then get this screen. Reset this PC. Are you ready to reset this device? This can't be undone. So be absolutely sure. Have a really good think about what you've got on your C drive where you've got Windows, because you're about to destroy all the software that's on it. And it could be really annoying if you've paid for some software. I've got some expensive software that I had to use to fix a problem with the computer. And if you delete it, you delete it. You know, it's gone forever. So you can't get it back. So they explain, resetting will change the settings back to the default. So it's just like when you bought your computer for the first time and switched it on. You know, all you're going to have is Windows. And they give you Microsoft Edge is now part of Windows. That's a browser you can use. I choose not to. And that's about it. But it will keep your personal files. They again remind you, it will keep your personal files that you've got on the C drive. They should say that. They should say it on your C drive. So basically you're going to reinstall Windows from this device. So the computer that's damaged obviously has its own copy of Windows. We're going to use that particular copy to reinstall it. Okay, and then you've got the options reset, or you can cancel. You don't have to go through with it if you've suddenly thought of something you don't want to destroy. If you want to take your computer to a PC specialist and try and get them to fix it without losing some data or some apps, that's up to you. But I know from personal experience where I live, a lot of computer repairers in my area charge something like £90 an hour plus VAT. It gets extremely expensive to fix anything on a computer. So once you've gone through with that, it'll then say, you get a black screen, and it'll say resetting this PC, and then the percentage. Again, you've got those dots going around, and it'll give you the percentage. Obviously, it starts at 0, very quickly goes to 1. And then keep your eye on that. Okay, let me just check my notes, what else I've written down. So the percentage, just to give you an idea of how long this time takes, 3:52 PM we saw that 1% screen. By 3:55 PM it was at 33%. By 4:07 it had got to 86%. Okay, so it got to 100% sometime before 4:30. We weren't sitting at our computer watching it go through the tiny percentages. So sometime before 4:13 PM it got to 100%. So think about 25 minutes for that stage. And then you'll see the screen, and it starts automatically to say, I don't know if you can see that very well, installing Windows, and that's at 0%. Don't turn off your PC, this will take a while. And then down the bottom it says your PC will restart several times. Okay, so we started to see that by 4:13 PM. Good job I made some notes. Gives you an idea of how long things take. Next screen I took a picture of was the same thing, installing Windows 0%. So that's the same screen, let's get rid of that. Next thing, I probably took it a few times because as you can see it's really difficult to take a photo of your computer screen sometimes. You get all kinds of problems taking a picture screen. Anyway, yeah, by 4:38 PM the PC, it's on its home screen, I've called it, and you're about to see on the case of my father's computer, he's got this map that somehow ended up. He said he didn't put it there, but all you need to know is when it's done installing Windows, you should see the time and date. There you go. It perfectly proves what we saw. 4:38 PM, Thursday, 21st March, 2024. We saw that. That's his home screen. So once you've got the time and date, you should know that your computer Windows has been installed. Okay, and then if you click on that screen, the next thing that happens is you get offered the chance to put in your password. So it'll have your username, Dave, whatever. I've covered that. And then you need to type in, again, your computer password that you used to log into Microsoft. Okay? Make sure you get that right. And then once you've logged in, you then get this black screen with writing saying, we've got some updates for your PC. So obviously, you've just gone back and installed Windows 10 like you got it out of the box if you got it on a disk or however you got it. You've then got to reinstall all the updates. You think every month Microsoft has Windows updates, don't they? They used to be you'd get 12 patches a month. Now they kind of put all 12 patches into one update you get every month. So however many years you've had a computer, you've now got to go and install all the updates for the last 3 or 4 years that Microsoft have given, I presume. Presumably they've packaged them together into a great big, they used to call them service packs, so that shouldn't take too much time. So let it do that, and they tell you, next screen you'll see is this might take several minutes. Do not turn off your PC. Whatever you do, do not turn off your PC. And pray to Jesus that you don't have a power cut while this is happening, because this can really screw up Windows if you do accidentally switch it off or you have a power cut while this is happening. Basically, you are in a world of pain if that happens. Okay, so where are we? So that was at 4:40 PM that we saw this might take several minutes. By 4:55 PM we noticed that the PC is now showing what I call the desktop icons. So normally when you log into your computer, that is a photograph that Microsoft puts on the desktop, but then you'll see all your usual icons. So you've got your recycle bin, I think snipping tool we put there, but the software that you used to have on the computer, things like Google Chrome, CCleaner, they no longer have the actual icons. So that would have been like a yellowy circle, wouldn't it? Google Chrome, and CCleaner is kind of a reddish icon. Everything looks blank. It's white with a blue bit. They're blank because that software has now been destroyed, removed by Windows during the reinstall process. They have now added, you can see you've got Edge. If you've got any shortcuts to anything that you had left on your home screen, the shortcuts are still there using Edge because Microsoft tried to force you to use their browser. Anyway, so whatever software you used to have, you might still have the links. You've still got a link to your C drive and any other drive you might have had. And then if you had any personal documents that you had saved on your desktop, they still seem to be there. A couple of PDF files are still on there. So, and a couple of videos I made to help my father with a couple of tasks, how to copy and paste. So anyway, you'll see desktop icons at this stage. And then I zoomed in on desktop icons to give you an idea of, there you go. So some of them, Bell Arc Advisor, that's a useful bit of software I recommend you get. Don't know if that still works. The icon's still there, but that probably doesn't still work. That should be a bit of software that they nuked. So there you go, you've got your shortcut to this PC, shortcut to your C drive, blah blah blah. Okay. And then what do we then have? The last picture I took, oh yeah, I clicked on one of those icons. I clicked on the CCleaner thing, and it tells you problem with this shortcut. The item CCleaner refers to shortcut has been damaged or moved, so the shortcut will no longer work. So you can, if you want to, delete those shortcuts. Basically, you need to reinstall all of your software at this point. So, in terms of overall time, I didn't write down exactly what time we started. It's probably about 3:30, and then by about 5 o'clock, so it's probably give yourself about an hour and a half to go through the process of Windows trying to fix itself, trying to reinstall Windows, updating Windows, blah blah blah. Roughly an hour and a half job if someone was going to come and help you. So that is what happens when you can't boot up Windows 10 in, as I said, this is March 2024. At this point, before you then go and start installing all your other software, Chrome browser, CCleaner, your antivirus, you're going to have to reinstall your antivirus, all that sort of stuff. What I recommend you do is any files that have been saved on your C drive, anything that they haven't gone over, go and buy yourself a new external hard drive, and then back up, basically drag and drop the folders that are on your C drive and any other hard drives you had attached, and back up everything onto a brand new hard drive. Make sure that should you ever get a virus or the hard drive fails or any kind of problem where you can't be able to, you've got all the files that you want on a brand new external hard drive. And then once you've got them on that hard drive, detach the hard drive and leave it away from the computer. So if you ever do get a virus, all your precious files, your Word files, Excel files, PowerPoint, all your photographs, all your camcorder footage, photos from your phone, all that sort of stuff, have that backed up on an external hard drive. And then should something go wrong with the computer, at least you've got your own personal files. Okay, and then I'm just going to get rid of that. And let me just cover this up a minute. I just want to... So that was all the photos I took. Now, this is my own computer, but you're then going to need to go through and install loads of software. You're going to want to reinstall your antivirus. I recommend AVG Antivirus. You can get the free version. That was the software I'd be annoyed for. Disk-Drill, that cost me about £80 or £90. You use that if your file system ever gets knackered on your computer. That can re-find all your files, your videos and stuff. 9 times out of 10, all the videos that you had will not have their file name anymore. They'll just be like renamed to say 0000001. You'll have to go through and rename them, but at least it finds them. When Microsoft has a problem and it screws up your file system, sometimes you can no longer find any of those files on your computer. This bit of software finds it for you. So what else might you want to reinstall? You might have WhatsApp. You can use that on your computer these days. Process Lasso, that's the thing to monitor what software is on your computer and how much memory it's using and all sorts of other stuff. Google Chrome, that's the browser I recommend you get. You might want to get that. CCleaner you use to remove cache and cookies. So all the crap that builds up on your computer when you look at websites, you want to use that every day to get rid of all the cache and cookies. Cookies are things that track what you've done, what you've clicked on. It's an invasion of privacy. Every website does that, but so use CCleaner every day. What else is there? If you want to track how much data you use every day, use something called BitMeter. I've got so many bits of software. I'm not going to show you everything, but yeah. Anyway, that's enough. So there you go. That is how to fix Windows 10 boot up problem in 2024. That's if you have to reinstall Windows. Unfortunately, there's no way of knowing why the computer refused to boot up. I was told that the computer was switched off properly. You know, when you go to your start button, I'll just show you now. I don't want to go and switch my computer off, but when you go down to the bottom of your computer and you click on the Windows icon, then you click on the power button and then you shut down. That is the way it was done. It was not like someone forgot to go through that sequence and then just went and pressed the power button on the computer and powered it off like that. That can cause damage. So don't know what caused the problem, but Windows 10 was refusing to boot. There you go. Hopefully that's of use to you. Leave a comment if you want to. Don't forget to subscribe to me. Don't forget to look at my other videos. I've got about 29,000 videos on YouTube now, so if you want to see other stuff, look through my videos. Thank you for watching.